Do you ever notice that one shoulder is higher than the other? In this video, we're going to be talking about why the right shoulder is lower and why it tends to be lower for a lot of people, why it happens, and what to do about it. Hi, I'm Alex Effer, founder of Resilient Training Rehab, and I've helped thousands of coaches and clinicians get faster and more consistent results with their clients. Let's talk about it. Now, with any type of compensation, it's important to understand that there are many reasons why this happens, but in this video, we're going to be talking about one of the most common ones that I'll see, and this has to do with rib cage rotation and pelvis rotation. So the rule of thumb generally is if you have one shoulder that's lower than the other, you're going to have that hip hiking up more. So when you see this, you're going to see more of a side bend. So hip hikes up, shoulder drops, and then a lot of people complain about tension going through the QL muscle or that lower back muscle, lats, obliques, and even the six-pack muscle. So they'll feel tension in the front part of the pelvis. And a lot of this has to do because of the rotations of the pelvis and the rib cage. So in this circumstance, when we've got this right shoulder is a little bit lower than the left, what happens is we generally have a pelvis that's turned more towards the right. And as you can see, the body's turning totally towards the right. Well, people don't walk around like this, so they have to counter rotate back to the left. So then what happens is they drop this right shoulder in order to turn themselves back towards the center. So now I've got this upper rib cage going towards the left and I've got the pelvis going towards the right. Now, there are other circumstances that I talk about in my Evolve Biomechanics mentorship and in other courses that talk more about the other types of compensations that can lead to this. But from this more simplistic viewpoint, this is one of the ways that this happens. So I've got a pelvis turning towards the right. And because it's turning towards the right, you start to see that right foot start to roll out. Now, in order for me not to fall over, I now have to hike this hip up so I can push myself back towards the middle. And again, because the rib cage is turning towards the right, with it, I'm going to have to counter rotate back to the left. So no one's going to be walking around facing one direction. We're going to have this counter rotation, and then you will also see stuff happening at the neck as well to face forward, because now everything's going towards the left. You're going to start to see people who side bend their head to the right in order to face forward. So we've got these rotations happening throughout the body. Understanding these are going to be very important because what the traditional method of trying to alleviate this is to just stretch these muscles along the backside. Whereas those are just muscles that are holding on because of these rotations and these shifts of our body. So if we can address the shifting of the body, we can start to restore the postural position that is going to be more accommodating of left and right shoulder being more even. First exercise we're going to do is start to focus on pushing out of the right leg. As I mentioned, the pelvis is facing towards the right. It then hikes up to push you back towards the middle, and then that right rib cage starts to counter rotate. So what we're going to be having is a lot of tension going through the lower part of the rib cage as well as the front part of the hip. And so what we're going to have to do now is we're going to have to put ourselves in a position that opens up the lower rib cage on the right and starts to extend our hip on the right side to push us to the left. So how we're going to do this is we are going to lay on our left side on top of an ab mat or a rolled up towel. So I'm putting this ab mat, and why I like the ab mat better is because it's more continuous than a towel. A towel is a little bit more specific on one area, but if you're using a towel, put it underneath the lower rib cage on the left. I'm going to have my left leg marched up just to about 45 degrees, so not up here at 90, just 45. And my right leg, you're going to put against the wall, and it's going to be relatively straight. So the knee shouldn't be able to lock. You should be able to maintain slight amount of knee flexion. I'm going to take this right hand, and I'm going to turn it in. This right hand is just going to open up that shoulder and the lower part of the rib cage. For some people, just getting into this position with the hand and the arm, they start to feel stretch in the lower part of the rib cage on the backside. So then I'm just going to take a big breath into my nose as I push my right hand down. I'm going to breathe out as I push my right foot into the wall, keeping that knee slightly bent. Then when I breathe in, I'm maintaining the tension to the right side, pushing the right hand, breathe out, push even more. I don't want you to push away from the wall, I want you to push through the wall. There's a difference. If I push away from the wall, that's where your knee's going to want to extend. If I push through it, then it's almost like I'm sinking down into the wall and I keep that knee bent. So the next exercise, we're gonna do a pull down variation. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our left leg straight, we're gonna have our right leg bent, and we're gonna use this right foot to push us towards the left butt. So what you should be feeling is right now you're even on both sit bones. When you push to the right foot, you get a little bit heavier on the left sit bone. You're then gonna take this right hand and you're gonna bring it slightly behind you, okay? Now, it's not gonna be directly out to the side, it's gonna be back and out at 45 degrees. But one thing so it's gonna be back like this. What I don't want you to do is bring it too tight where that shoulder starts to round forward. I want you to find a position where you can keep that shoulder nice and long and you're helping push yourself towards that left side. So I'm back here with the right arm, right foot is going to push, right hand is going to push me to the left. Then I'm going to breathe out as I pull down, turn my palm open, stop where my rib cage starts. Big breath in here. Feel a nice big stretch to my right chest and my left back. And then I'm going to breathe out. So again, this is just reinforcing that rotation towards that left side. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out as I come back. So we're breathing out as we move. For the third exercise, we are going to do a cable press. This is going to really help push us off that side. I like doing front foot elevated on the other side because it allows us to sit back into that hip a little bit more and allows me to push off this leg a little bit better. So what this is going to do, in order to turn our pelvis more towards that left side so we can start to restore this counter rotation, I'm going to take a cable, put the highest position. So because I want to press across my body, I like to grab it underneath. So I'm going to have my arm over top of the cable so that when I press, I don't get in the way. So I'm going to have my right foot slightly open. I'm going to push myself towards the left, and then I'm going to press, take a big breath in here, breathe out, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out as I come back. So I'm basically, again, breathing out as I'm moving, pushing myself towards that left side so I can create some length through this right. In this video, we talked about why you have one shoulder that's higher than the other, as well as exercises in order to address it. Again, these are principle-based. These aren't specific exercises that are going to address every single person, but this is a great starting strategy in order to understand where to go from there and what to do about it. If you want to learn more about exercises like this and compensations like this, check out my Evolve Biomechanics mentorship, where we talk about more compensations like this and how they manifest throughout the entire body. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, save, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.